Welcome to Hagana Media. My name is Brice Kariom. In this video, we will talk about South Sudan's economy. We have seen that South Sudan, according to the African Development Bank, that South Sudan is the poorest country in Africa per capita. Now, I have seen a lot of our South Sudanese saying that South Sudan is not poor, South Sudan is rich, you know, and then they show expensive cars and they start boasting around that we rent the most expensive houses in Nairobi. You can still go ahead and say that we rent, we buy the most, we buy the most, we don't bargain. That was most some societies who have stayed in Nairobi. They usually say that with pride, by the way, that we're the richest country. Now, how is a country's richness measured? Now, I'm not an economist, but basing on the little economy that I know, now a country's richness is measured in terms of GDP. According to the latest, in 2023, South Sudan's nominal GDP was estimated to be $6.5 billion. As per capita, in 2023, the figure reflects the average income per person in South Sudan, which is relatively low, estimated as $471 in 2023. Now, what do you mean by GDP? Now, GDP refers to all the product, the sum and the value of all goods and services produced within a country's borders. That, let's say, include an example. We have Ring County, Upper Nile, is the most productive agricultural land in South Sudan. People bring are the leading in terms of producing cereals, sorghum. So that volume sorghum they produce, Gamarabic. Also, the people born and Minkaman Lake State, they are fishermen. They are the leading source of fishing. And then Juba has the highest GDP. Also, that grandma or aunt or the mama who is selling in Budele along the roads, the sum, whatever is selling, at the end of a fiscal year, is added together to form a gross domestic product. Now, if what a country is producing is less than what it imports, then we say that country is in a deficit. An example is in South Sudan. Let's look at South Sudan. South Sudan relies heavily on oil production and exploration and exportation. Now, when the war broke out in Sudan, 2023, a major pipeline was damaged. So this was now blocked most of South Sudan's oil exports. Since South Sudan doesn't have other alternative source of foreign exchange, the revenue shrunk. In that, we have seen the year of 2024, there was no payment of salaries. Again, even this year, 2025, there was no payment of any salaries. So, before you go up and you say that we are rich, we have to accept we South Sudanese, we are poor. We are so heavily reliant on our aunties, our uncles, and others who are abroad who send us the money. Okay? But what can we do as South Sudanese to improve our GDP? Number one is the government. Sometimes we blame the government, but also ask yourself, what have you done to remove yourself from poverty? There are a lot of things good. Right now, 3 in every 5 Dinka and Nuer people and Toposa tribes, because they are the largest pastoralist tribe in South Sudan. 3 out of 5 of those people has cows. If you remove, let's say you have 10 cows, you remove 2 cows and sell them. Then you start up a business. Let's say you start going to Juba. Let's say you are based in Turin. You go to Juba, you buy salt, you buy sugar, you buy cooking oil. Then now you come back to what? to read, then you sell that thing. Now you are earning yourself money. When you continue that for, let's say, a year, the money you get, you reinvest it, you will grow. You know, at the end now, even if you are adding only £5 to our GDP, that will be an improvement. But guess what? As we South Sudan, what are we doing? We are just staying at the cheap places, playing dominoes. Sometimes we spend all the hours at the betting place, just betting, and you expect us to be rich? No. If you look at a country like Uganda and Kenya, Kenya's GDP is 3 times the one of South Sudan. For Kenya, it's almost 10 or 15 times the GDP of South Sudan. And then we go now into their country and we boast. We are spending money there. They look at us as fools. If you see, Uganda comes to South Sudan, what do they do? They are taking up our jobs, and we don't blame them. They're also contributing to our economy. The problem is that these foreigners, what they do, the revenue, the profits that they get, they take it back and invest in their country. Now, in 2024, I had a chat with one of the Ugandans. He was telling me that South Sudan is the most virgin country. You can start up a business, and in 3 years he went back and built his mother a house. But there is us who is in Juba, we are doing nothing. Let us open our minds, members, and remove this mentality that we are rich. No, we are not rich. We are having many V8s, but our roads are poor. We do not have drinking water. We do not have electricity. Now, insecurity is there. That's part of the government. But you as individual, what are you doing to improve the status of our country, South Sudan? Members, gross domestic product is very, very important. All of us have a role to contribute. Even a baby of 3 months. So before you come online and start bullying Ugandans that you are richer than you, deep down inside you, do you have a bank account? These are the questions we should ask ourselves. And we should stop giving ourselves that excuses that we are still young. For how long are we going to be young? Now we are celebrating how many years? Almost 14 years of independence. We do not have roads. The universities are we do not even talk of the universities. So members, let us be job creators. Now, let me just give 3 examples of the best jobs in South Sudan. Let's say you have 1.5 million South Sudanese pounds, that is equivalent to $300. Go to Uganda, go to Owino, go to Nakasero Ham shopping grounds. Go and buy their clothes, you can buy shoes, or you can start up a beauty boutique for ladies. You can buy manicures, all those products and cosmetics. Come and start up a business. Put it close to a salon. Now, because ladies are so much demanding, they will go and buy. Every weekend they are having functions. And these ladies, they will go and they will buy artificial hair. They will need their nails to be painted. They will need makeup. So that is one of the most successful business. You can venture into that business. Number 2 is poultry farming. Poultry. These poultry feeds are very cheap in Uganda. You go with 300,000 Ugandan shillings. That is equivalent to 340,000 South Sudanese pounds. You go and buy that product and feed your chick. Just after 6 months and sell it to Juba. Right now, a chicken costs $10, which is almost 70,000 South Sudanese pounds. And you have invested. You have 20 chickens, and then you sell that. 70 times that's $70. That's almost 700,000 South Sudanese pounds. That is too much money, So members, let us be creative, and thank you, please. We are still looking at South Sudan's economy. In case the latest week comes out, we shall add on more. Thank you for watching Uganda Media. My name is Briscoe.